Every morning before the sun rises, little Akua begins a silent journey, not for school and not for food, but for something as basic as life itself: water.
We drink from the streams and it is unsafe to our health. They promise us a pipe, yet it has not been fulfilled. Therefore, there is no proper source of water in our community. We then have to drink from the streams.
This is Miawani, a community in the Kransan electoral area of the Suhum municipality in the eastern region of Ghana. In 2025, they still drink from the same sources as animals. This is one of the few sites where the people of Miawani Community in the Kransan electoral area in the Suhum municipality, where they fetch water. And just like you've been hearing reports and listening to the parents and children speak, I have come to see the water for myself, exposed to all kinds of dirt, filth, poison. This is certainly not a safe drinking water.
25 years in here.
I've been in this village 25 years now. My children could not attend school because of water challenges. Over time, I realized how deeply this issue is affecting us, and eventually I had to take them out of school completely so we could leave the village. Even now, the tap water we fetch is not clean. We suffer a lot because the bad rules prevent water tankers from reaching us. Truly, we are struggling because of water crisis. At this point, we can't even provide enough for our children. Just recently, the children went to fetch water from the tap, but insects were coming out of it. Because of that, they had to stop drinking from the tap, and we are now forced to rely on stream water.
There are germs in the water, and it affects our health. We are not okay with using this for our chores, but we have no option. That's why we use it.
I was born here in Miawani by my parents and schooled here, the same school you are seeing today. This water you are seeing has been our source since, and we only fetch during rain season. In a dry season, our children travel miles to Densu for water, and due to their long distance, they may not be able to go back to school with their tiredness.
We've identified that their source of drinking water, especially in the dry season, is very bad. So they don't have any source of clean water like pipe-borne waters that serves as their main source of drinking water. So they resort to any form of running water, streams, and then other things. And then sometimes in the dry season, it's very difficult for them to actually get those waters because they normally dry up. So any form of water that they get, they fetch to do their things, and then that brings about their reporting cases, waterborne diseases to the facility. I might say, actually, we have 3 communities in our area that those cases are a bit frequent at the facilities. Yes. So oftentimes, when we look at our data, we've realized that for every 10 cases that comes to our facility, we are having almost half, about 5 of them, that comes with water-related diseases to the facility. So the main source of, or the main cause of the waterborne diseases in the community or at the facility is as a result of poor source of drinking water.
Her dream is to become a nurse, but on most days, by the time she returns from the water run, class is half over.
Fetching water is a challenge, The surface is always covered with insects, so we have to clear them away before collecting the water. By the time we finish, we are already running late for school.
There used to be pipe water in the school. It is broken and no longer working, which compels most people to travel distances before reporting to school. By the time they arrive, they are already late. We urgently need water and it's affecting our livelihood. The entire town has no water. How much more the school?
We are peasant farmers, and one borehole now costs over 50,000 now. And the community that are scattered. It's not one community; it's a scattered community. Like Miawani, there are about 200 people, 200 or between 200 to 500 people, and they are in scattered areas. So if you ask them to contribute, they need about 3 or 4 boreholes, which they can afford. Like other community too.
Water is a right, not a privilege. Miawani's children thirst, not just for water, but for a future.